Hello, hello, and welcome to Mermaid Song Tarot. So glad to have you here today. Welcome, Aries, to your March general reading for the sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. You'll want to make sure that you look at the other videos for your Moon and Rising signs to get a more clear, complete picture about how the month of March is going to play out for you. As always, this is a general reading for the sign of Aries, so not everything is going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. That's the way it's supposed to be. We are going to be using the Mermaid Tarot today in honor of Pisces and all the Piscean birthdays. Aries, your turn is coming up. I'll have to pick a good deck for you next month. And as always, I'd like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, and fabulousness. And I ask that the messages be clear and concise and for the highest good of everyone who sees this video. So mote it be. All right, we're going to do 3 cards for your past, recent past, 3 cards for the present, and 3 cards for what's coming up for you. Keep in mind that this can all kind of flow together. Sometimes what I say is past is actually your present and vice versa. So don't worry too much about that. It just gives us a general framework for the reading. One more card, please. Okay, so Aries, your first card for the recent past is the 5 of Pentacles. Now, Pentacles is the suit that relates to resources. This can be not only money, but relationships, energy, health, straight up finances, your career, family matters, any of those types of things are resources. And the 5 of Pentacles always shows us someone who is very much in sorrow, perhaps depressed. They're very sad about something, and they do not look up to see what is available to them. The number 5 is always about instability and sometimes speaks about lack, especially in tarot. And the 5 of Pentacles is a card that tells us, what are we not looking at? What resource are we not seeing that is right there in front of us that we have the ability to take advantage of, but we're just not seeing it? Okay, second card is Knight of Pentacles. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is a lovely energy. The Knight of Pentacles represents an energy, I often call this card slow and steady wins the race. Again, our Pentacles energy. So but it is something that has to do with, and you see here, she's like writing something down. So this knight is considered to be the slowest knight in tarot. This is also a knight, though, represents the qualities of being steadfast and true, living up to your word, doing what you say that you're going to do, following through no matter how long it takes. Not a swift energy, but it is an energy of steadfastness, of sticking to it, right? Determination, fortitude. Then we have the Ace of Wands. Now, the Ace of Wands is a lovely fiery energy. Aces are always beginnings, and the suit of Wands corresponds to our actions, our creativity, and our passion, right? And the Ace of Wands is always an indicator of the fire of creativity, or a new creative idea, or a new passion that's come into your life. So looks like Aries, and of course the suit of Wands corresponds to Aries, definitely that fire energy that y'all have. So it looks like there is something in your life that has had you a little bit sad. You may be very contemplative about it. I would suggest journaling. Just the fact that she's writing really is striking me. And I think that that's going to spark a creative idea in you, or give you a new direction in which to go. Remember, wands are about action. So they are about taking steps, taking action. All right, let's take a look at what's going on in the present. 3 cards for Aries, please. So that one flew out. So did that one. And woo, they're going everywhere. Okay. Exciting. All right. So we've got the 10 of Wands. Now, the Ten of Wands always shows somebody who's kind of burdened down with all these wands or sticks that they're carrying on their back. And the Ten of Wands often can denote feeling overburdened, feeling weighed down, perhaps by your responsibilities or things that you have taken on. But remember, in the Ten of Wands, the person is carrying these sticks for a reason. They're not carrying them forever. They're carrying him for a goal. Remember, it's wands. It's an action that's being taken. And this is an action that they agreed to do. Now, when this card comes out, I often ask, what responsibilities are you managing that are not yours to manage? Because sometimes when we take on responsibilities, we have a tendency to take on other people's responsibilities and kind of do a little bit too much for others. So that there can be that element in there. So if you're feeling kind of overburdened, is there maybe one or two small little things that you're currently doing that someone else could do for you? Or perhaps it already is their job and you're just doing it for them because you think you can do it better, or you think that it won't get done if you don't do it. But perhaps it would help ease that feeling of being burdened to just release a couple of those things so that you don't have to do them anymore. Just think about that. Remember, that is underneath the Five of Pentacles. So I'm going to say probably your feeling of being overburdened has to do also, you won't feel so overburdened if you are able to look around and see what resources you have. So you're feeling like possibly that you don't have the resources to deal with things, and yet it's being offered to you. Instead, you're weighing yourself down with these cares. All right. Sorry, I have a sneeze coming on. Oh, next card is the King of Swords. The King of Swords is the masculine representation of swords energy. He is a very, very clever, intelligent, very analytical, looks at the facts. I would say probably a scientific mind. So if we're talking about someone who's a person, this is someone who really looks at things, just the facts, ma'am, and looks at things without allowing emotions to be a part of it. This can be a really great energy to utilize in certain situations. But if it's unbalanced, it can be reversed, and that's when it becomes cold and unfeeling and doesn't think about other people's feelings in the situation. So it's coming right underneath the Knight of Pentacles, which tells me that you have a situation that logically your brain is telling you something about in the here and now. You're looking at these things that you're overburdened, and sometimes the Suit of Swords can give us a little bit of a feeling of impatience. So, and that's what I'm getting right now. It's like, wow, I have all these responsibilities and burdens. I just don't know how I'm going to get out from underneath them. Everything seems to be taking so long, yet I have all of these things that I need to accomplish. Now here's a creative idea. Then we've got the Moon. Now, the Moon is a card of something being hidden. It is a card of Cancer. And it is a card that indicates that there are hidden things, hidden agendas. It can indicate intuition, our subconscious. It has to do with those things that are unseen, right? It's coming right underneath the Ace of Wands. And in that sense, I'm going to say that something in your subconscious is bubbling up, which is that Ace of Wands creative, passionate thing. And it's not jiving quite with the plan that you have for your life right now. It feels like, ooh, this is kind of upsetting things a little bit, upsetting the apple cart. We're going to get 3 more cards and see where this is going. I'm very curious. This is exciting, Aries. Ooh. All right. 2 more, please. Okay. And that one. Excellent. All right. So we've got Page of Pentacles. Excellent. Pages are messengers, and Pentacles, this is a message of some kind of money perhaps coming to you. This could be a message that you got the job, or you got the promotion at work, or it could be a message from a friend who you really were close to and you haven't seen for a long time. This could be a good news from your latest, health report. It can be all, any kind of a message regarding your resources. Look at that rainbow. Love this card. It's a happy card, definitely. I like it for that. And it's coming right underneath your 10 of Wands. So this feeling of being burdened, you're going to have a little bit of, let me show you how this looks, because it really comes like this. So you've got the 5 of Pentacles, woe is me. You've got 10 of Wands, wow, I'm feeling so wiped out and overburdened. And then you got this really happy card underneath it. This shows a progression to me of coming out of this depression or this funk. You're working towards your goals, but feeling like everything's just taking forever and it's too long. And then you've got this lovely Page of Pentacles, which is all about rainbows and fairies and pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, right? Gives you that whole idea. So it looks like, Aries, that you're going to be having some really good energy coming in for you in March. If you can just stay the course and not get frustrated with how long it feels like it's taking. Your next card is the Hermit. Now, it was actually reversed. So I'm going to say that as far as the Hermit goes, the normal meaning of the card is that you're looking within for answers, right? When it's reversed, it gives us the idea that perhaps we're looking too much inside of ourselves and perhaps we need to communicate with the outside world a little bit more. The answers are still within. You know what you need to do, but it's not necessary to seclude yourself from everybody in order to accomplish your goals. I just heard you can't do it alone. Very interesting. So this is coming right underneath. You've got the Knight of Pentacles, then you've got the King of Swords, and then you've got this Hermit reversed. So this is telling me that you've been a lot in your head. This King of Swords, he's definitely a thinker, right? And it looks like the Knight of Pentacles is doing a lot of thinking as well. But then you've got the Hermit, who's all about thinking and all about looking within for the answers. But he's reversed. So the message to me is here, don't try to do everything all by yourself, Aries, even though you think that you can and you think you might do a better job of it than someone else. That is not going to help you in the long run. Now, your final card for the coming up in March is the 5 of Cups. Again, 5, instability energy. And the 5 of Cups is all about, I often call it the crying over spilt milk card, because we see 3 cups here in the foreground that are knocked over. Their contents are gone. And we see 2 cups up here in the background behind the person. And they are very sad and sorrowful, and they're completely ignoring that they have these 2 cups right here. These cups represent all of our emotions and the good things that happen for us in our lives. And this person is not recognizing, okay, yes, I might have lost this thing here, but I still have these things here. All is not terrible. I still have goodness. I still have, there's still much to be grateful for. Interesting thing here, you've got the Ace of Wands, which is our creative spark, right? Getting passionate about something again. You've got the Moon. I feel that this passionate thing that's coming up for you is something that has been hidden for a while. Maybe you haven't wanted to acknowledge it. Then you've got the 5 of Cups, which is we're not seeing the situation for what it is. We're kind of wallowing in our emotions, right? And if we read these across this way, we've got Page of Pentacles. So Page of Pentacles, then the Hermit reversed, then the 5 of Cups. When you try to go it alone, Aries, it feels sad. It's not going to work out the way that you want it to when you try to do every single thing yourself. The interesting thing is that the Shadow card, which is the card at the bottom of the deck, your Shadow card is 3 of Pentacles. This is the card of teamwork. So this is the energy of working together. Everyone has their job. Everyone has their purpose. Each person's purpose adds to the whole. No one can do the job exactly, like I can't fulfill your purpose and you can't fulfill my purpose. We each have our own unique place in the universe and what we're here to do. And it takes all of us working together to make it happen. So overall, Aries, I'm going to say that there's a situation that is happening for you either now or in the month of March that is going to cause you to kind of look within and say, hey, what are these responsibilities that I have? I'm feeling kind of overwhelmed and overworked. Logically, I know that it shouldn't be like this, but this is the way that I'm feeling. Everything seems to be going very, very slow, and I want it to go faster. Let me just see if I can do all the things myself. And the answer to that is, it's not time for you to do everything yourself. In fact, no man is an island. We are all here co-creating the reality that we see, right? And there are resources to help you. This Page of Pentacles is here to say, hey, look, here's something to help you out. I've got something for you. Please quit withdrawing and let's work together as a team. Very, very interesting. All right. Please let me know in the comments how that plays out for you for the month, because I'd love to find out what this thing is for you. All right. Now, Oracle of the Mermaids is what we're going to be using today in honor of Pisces, since this is the March reading. And we will draw a card for you, Aries. Ooh. Wow. All right. Divine Sensuality. Making love, erotica. That's a pretty card. She's a sexy mermaid. All right, let's see what this has to say for you, Aries. 22. I like to kind of scan through and see what jumps out at me. The mermaids sing. Yes, the mermaids are protectors and champions of sexuality and freedom, allure and power. And I jumped right over to this page and it kind of jumped out to me. It is possible at this time that you are being judged by others for the sexual choices and mates you have chosen or may be about to choose. Please know it is your birthright to choose freely who you give yourself to and why. The only question is whether this is a sacred and honorable exchange, whether this feels like it is a good choice for you personally. It is time to put aside societal and even cultural and traditional norms and judgments about who we choose and how we choose to enact sensuality. There is a boundary being broken through. As long as this is a free choice of your own and one that brings you wisdom, health, joy, and respect, it is not for others to make this choice. It is yours alone. Break through the fear. Interesting. Okay. Very apropos for our times, I think. Aries, love it. I would love to hear in the comments how your month plays out for you. Please let me know. As always, if this resonated with you, please hit the like button and share it with someone else who might like it. And hit the notification bell to be notified when the new videos are up each month. And thank you so much for being here with Mermaid Song Tarot. Many blessings.